Welcome to Wrestling Talk. Today I'm going to be telling you my opinion on John Cena's retirement match and the Saturday Night Main Event card. Stay tuned if you want to hear my whole opinions on it, because oh boy, this show was certainly something. But yeah, basically, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. But yeah, let's begin. The first match of the night was Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. I thought this match was starting to get good. It was really starting to pick up in pace. They were going back and forth now. After Obafemi started to destroy Cody Rhodes, I thought it was going to get better and better. The match was perfectly fine, okay, but Drew McIntyre interfered for no reason to ruin the match because he didn't want either one of them to lose. And this is the beginning of the show where you can't have anything exciting. This match was starting to get exciting, and Triple H was like, "No, I can't have that. Can't have anything exciting on this show. We have to send John Cena out with the terrible show." The next match was Sol Ruka versus Bayley. A better match. Told a good story in the ring. I kind of liked it, but I mean, this one they let get exciting, but it wasn't this like great masterpiece of a wrestling show. But it did its job. It told a good story in the ring. The wrestlers, they at least got to hit their finishers on each other. The next match, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. I'm telling you, this match was good, but it was starting to get exciting, and it was only 6 minutes. And Triple H was like, "We can't have anything exciting in this show. Cut it now. Cut it now." Triple H was like, "I heard something exciting was going on. Can't have that, or this show would be actually good. You know what? I have to make Saturday Night Main Event look as bad as possible because no one watches this, and no one's going to care about it anyways." I mean, the match was getting good, and Triple H was like, "Nah, I'm not having it. Cut this match short. It doesn't need to be a long masterpiece." Then, oh boy, you're gonna love this. Everyone's gonna love this. Then John Cena versus Gunther in John Cena's retirement match. Out of all the dumbest things I've seen in my whole life, John Cena tapping out to Gunther has to be one of the second most stupidest thing I ever saw. And it wasn't even that exciting. They held the submission in for like a couple minutes of the 20 minutes. I was going to say it was 5 minutes of John Cena trying to escape the sleeper hole just to tap out. I mean, it wasn't even interesting near the end. It was like, do the same stuff and repeat. The match was starting to get good, and then they went for the sleeper hole stuff, and man, did the show really downgrade from there. They're like, "We can't have anything exciting on this show." Overall, I think this show was a real disappointment. Like, this is the kid that, this is that one kid that, eats glue. This show was not. And I mean, not that great. I mean, it had some decent matches. It just never got to go into a second gear, any of them. Because they can't do much with a 2-hour time limit. If they actually expanded to like pay-per-views, like a 3-hour event, the matches probably would have been better. And they could have actually fit more on the card. Sending John Cena off with that has to be one of the worst things I have ever seen in my life. You're legendary, and you're legendary here, Triple H says. He gave John Cena a big hug. But then he does he's like, John Cena, guess what? You're losing. But you're losing by submission. I can imagine that going over well. You can even look at CM Punk and Cody Rhodes' faces. They did not look amused either. When they came in to hand him the title, Cody Rhodes is like, what is Triple H doing? And CM Punk just talked to John Cena like, you could see it in their faces that the two champions didn't even like this. Like, when you're two world champions, you're like, this guy's a legend. You shouldn't have sent him out like that. You know something's wrong with your company. I don't think WWE is necessarily bad in 2025. I just don't think it's been like a very good year for the company. There's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff. And then there's this, the terrible stuff. Like, I've never seen a worse show in my life. Never seen someone. I mean, the matches were okay. It's just that all of them ended in stupid ways almost. And one of them was cut short, like 6 minutes. They didn't even get to get going before the match had to end. Like, that was one of the most disappointing things. Saturday night main event needs to get better if WWE wants people to keep a Peacock subscription with Netflix and ESPN, because I'm telling you, right now, I wouldn't. Goodbye.